and the tall trees all fell down, and they scattered seeds on the ground, and one is lost and one is found. Water is moving underground. When I was a young girl, I would sleep in a tall tree on the down of bending boughs, and from the mount of his shoulders I would traverse the valleys through his dusk and dawning eyes. I will let you in, said the door to my arrow, and you will wear my bones and my skin, hunting my dress. Love is ruthless, and in a nest from the forest I would carry an ember, and with a burning heart we'd walk. And when he asked me to rest with him, I would lay down my fire, and in that art we'd sing and talk. I am a raccoon and you are an owl. I will run from you in the middle of the night, and we will strike a truce in the billowing tower, and we'll eclipse the moon with our firelight, hunting my dress. Love is ruthless. You love me in my dreams. It's easier when I'm fast asleep, but I don't want you to come to me anymore. The riverbed has married me, so I don't want you to come to me anymore. And out of the ashes comes morning, and the ritual of bathing in the pools at bridal falls. And from the mouth of my lover I would drink of the river and kiss his jade and marble walls. You will spill the red from my heart with your arrow, and you will make my bed under the red grass, and I will give my flesh and my blood and my marrow, and you will wear my bones and my skin, hunting my dress. Love is ruthless. And the tall trees all fell down, and they scattered seeds on the ground, and one is lost and one is found. Water is moving underground, and you're the one who showed to me the sky. It's so much more than you and I, and Beautiful, all alone with my enemy, and share a bitter cup of poisoning my countenance to see his face in mine, and follow every line back to my enemy. You are my pennyroyal wine, blind like an innocent child that followed every line back to my enemy. Beautiful, falling fast from a state of grace, and trusting there's a light in darkest place. My dirty knees hold the ground till it's done with me. I've come to see that beauty is a thing that is without grace. You are my pennyroyal wine, fly like an innocent child that followed every line back to my enemy. Beautiful, at home with my history, and run the scarlet ink with the tears of mercy. My battle wounds laid to rest in a treasure box, and thinking of the scars as the jewels of my story. You are my pennyroyal wine, fly like an innocent child that followed every line back to my enemy. Enemy, enemy, yeah, enemy. Let's see here. There we go. You said no false endings, but false starts, eh?
Whatever you like.
Troubled the world over, trouble found my child's mind. Each morning the sea wakes up coughing, coughs up the bottles and bags left behind. David's gone, Mom's beside herself. David's gone, the new pack watching the ice melt. Bring back no caribou, what little they get from the hunt they share out, 'cause that's what they're brought up to do. The TV is on, Mom's beside herself. The TV is on, the Lyrebird mimics the chainsaw and camera shutters. How as he's mocking the poacher, do you hear a protector? David's gone, Mom's beside herself. David's gone. The almost I saw reverse sea cow with a dirty word etched in his back. Has no choice but to eat the red tide. Blue man, the capital's under attack. Eve stands at the polling station, clutching her grandmother's cross. She pictures her family and friends, picks up the pen and she fills in the box. The TV is on, mom's beside herself. The TV is on, she gave him her whole life. The lyrebird mimics the chainsaw. Troubled the world over, trouble found my child's mind. This morning the flag's flying at half staff and the rain doesn't show up on time. David's gone, mom's beside herself. David's gone, she gave him her whole life. The lyrebird mimics the chainsaw.
In session here on Six Music. That's Jesca Hoop and Enemy, as Jesca mentioned, from Kismet, the debut LP, which is now available, is it the first time on vinyl in the UK, is that right?
Yeah, it took me, how long did it, 16 years to put it onto vinyl, and it didn't really have a proper release, my debut album, so I thought I'd bring it out of the archive and into the world.
I'm really glad you have. Just tell us a bit about that record, because as I understand it, the songs had been with you for a fair while before you got to record them for the LP.
That's true. Yeah. Well, I had all my writing years from the age of probably 14 till, I guess probably the ones that counted for that record were probably 5 years old by the time I was able to record them.
Did you have going into the studio with them, recording them, did you have a set idea of how that record was going to sound?
Oh, not a clue. I had made a demo called the Silver Screen Demos, and it was kind of like what you just heard, really like rough and ready. But I didn't want to come out that way. It was proposed to me that I put out that as a record, like in that format, just me and my guitar, and I didn't want to do that. I paired up with some kids who were just getting started making records as well, so we threw a lot at it. It was a big exploration.
And how's it been returning to these songs alongside those from subsequent albums, and indeed from the latest LP, and putting them together in a live set? You just finished one set of dates and there's some more on the way in the new year.
Well, I mean, some of them take a kind of vocal endurance that I haven't used in a while. There's a song called Seed of Wonder that I'm experiencing in my now 48-year-old body in a much my relationship to the physicality of it's very different now. Yeah, so it's I'm just marking the time by revisiting to it in this now present body.
Yeah, rather than thinking, well, maybe I can tweak this a bit, maybe I can change it. Well, I don't know if you want to stay
stubborn though. I'm stubborn. I'm
true
like,
to
I can still do this.
We've also heard you on a documentary series, which is available on Sounds, Legend: The Joni Mitchell Story, and it's great. And I get the impression you really enjoyed making that particular series.
Oh, it's absolutely wonderful. All of the information that you are hearing has been gathered by a woman named Meyer Bosworth and Eliza Lomas, and I'm just taking their words off the page. So for me, it's an education, and
Well, getting to know her through someone's, due diligence is really great. It's awesome. It's really enlightening. And if you love Joni Mitchell, you'll get to. She becomes, she steps out of the painting, doesn't she? When you get to know more about her life and the absolute kind of broad that she is, she comes rough and ready too. As refined and immaculate as she is, she's something else as a character.
And as a musician as well, I wonder she's influenced you in particular ways. I mean, as a guitar player, let alone what she's done with songwriting. She's an extraordinary guitar player. David Crosby said she was the best in the world, and he met a few. So what would you say are influences on your music?
Well, I think that I share something in common with anyone who writes songs these days, because she helped redefine the medium of songwriting, or at least from folk into personal account. So personal account wasn't something necessarily we always did as songwriters. To say like, I love you, love me do, or she broke my heart is fair enough, but to disclose intimate details between relationships and how you're feeling in a more personal way is something I think that she brought into songwriting, and also how to describe the scene and the situation in explicit detail is something I learned from her and a few others.
And right from the start as well, from her debut album, a song like Cactus Tree on that record, it's just, I mean, the way you describe it there, in the context of the time as well. Obviously, there were a few high-profile songwriters, mainly men, around at the time, but that song is just, and that album is just extraordinary.
Yeah, I didn't know that was her first album. I grew up on, my dad introduced me to Ladies of the Canyon and Clouds, and I even heard them as like this. When I heard Song to a Seagull, which is her first album, it's darker in timbre, so I thought that was her kind of like maturing, but no, that's her first effort.
Yeah, that's
which is remarkable.
It is indeed. Now, there are some tour dates coming up, so we're going to do you're going to do a guitar change, and I'm going to attempt to seamlessly read out the upcoming dates for Jesca Hoop, which are as follows, and these are January dates. Brighton Ironworks Studios on the 17th, on the 18th, the Tunbridge Wells Forum, Ramsgate Music Hall on the 19th, the Subrooms in Stroud on the 20th, the Railway Winchester 21st, 23rd, Portland Arms in Cambridge, Shrewsbury Abbey on the 24th, Oran Moor, Glasgow Celtic Connections on the 25th, the 26th, St Michael's Church in Liverpool, and the 27th, the Trades Club in Hebden Bridge. That sounds like a good set of varied locations and venues. Are you looking forward to those shows?
I am. We had a great, we just came out or finished an October run, and it was a lot of venues I hadn't visited, and it's myself on my own as well, so it's just a great, it's a really good kind of one-on-one time. Audience being one, myself being the other one.
Well, thanks for coming in to play for us tonight. What's the next tune you'd like to play?
Oh, I'd like to thank you as well for having me.
No, my pleasure.
And Mark Riley as well.
Of course.
And the cast. So thanks for having me back. This song is called Lyrebird, and it's from my most recent, which is called Order of Romance. The album's called Order of Romance.